A very warm and pleasant good morning to all the students. Today I am here to continue with the chapter which we were doing previously, our beautiful country. We had completed plateaus and desert. Today we will do mountains and plains and rivers. And this video will be for both the sections 5A and 5B. And you can have your book page number 27 for the reference. So let's get started with the chapter. So this girl named Sonam, along with her friends, she was traveling, right? We had studied earlier in the previous topics. So after completing their journey from the desert, they continued to move on towards the mountain. We continued our journey towards Uttarakhand and crossed important towns like Bikaner, Panipat, Muzaffarnagar, Rishikesh and Uttarkashi. We covered almost 1200 kilometers in NH 15. They were traveling in National Highway 15 and traveled for 4 days. After finishing their journey in desert, they continued to move towards the mountain area. So they were traveling in National Highway 15 and they traveled for 4 days. So after crossing many important cities, we then visited Nanda Devi National Park, which is situated in the higher range of Himalayas. Himalayas are the range of mountains, okay? Nanda Devi, 7,800 meters, is the second highest peak in India. And this park is surrounded by Himalayan range of mountains on 3 sides. This park is named after the Nanda Devi peak, and Nanda Devi peak is the second highest peak in India, and first one is Kanchenjunga. And this particular park, this has been declared as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. UNESCO is an organization which has been formed by many countries. Okay, many countries have come together and formed this organization, and it works for the betterment of the country, of all the countries, bringing eradication of poverty and bringing equalization in education and all. Okay. So the Himalayas are also known as young fold mountains because they were formed by folding of earth crust. When two plates of the part of earth move towards each other and collide, the rock slowly rises to form a mountain. These mountains are 10 to 25 million years old and have conical shape. Conical means having a shape of a cone. Like shape of a cone, okay, cone, ice cream cone, that is, they are known as conical. You can see the picture in the book. The Himalayas are also known as a young fold mountain. Why they are known as young fold mountain? Because they were formed by folding of earth crust, okay. When the two plates or a part of earth move towards each other and collide, okay, when the two plates, they move towards each other, and when they collide means when they come together like this, when they collide, the rock slowly rises to form a mountain. Then they collide to each other, they pile up, and they form a mountain. These mountains are around 12 to 25 million years old and have conical peak. That's why they are known as young fold mountains also, because they have been formed by the folding of earth crust. Slowly they have formed into a mountain. So the mountains are the landform. They are much higher than the surrounding area. As you all know, mountains are a little higher than the surrounding area. They have greater height and are pretty steep as well. They have height and they are steep also, okay? At times they have sharp peak and sometimes they are little rounded. Mountains, they are not evenly shaped, okay? They are not evenly shaped. The shape, they differ from place to places, okay. There are in some places they are sharp, and in some places they are little rounded, and some places they are conical. So hills are the smaller version of mountains. You see small hills, they are the smaller version of mountains. A mountain range is a collection of mountains. They are located in close proximity to each other. So a mountain range is a collection of mountains, and they are located close proximity to each other, and they are located very closely to each other, okay. Example of such mountain ranges are Andes in South America, Rockies in North America, Alps in Europe, and Himalayas in Asia. So which we are learning about Himalayas, right? So Himalayas, they cover many Asian countries. Mountain range can be often be parallel to each other and cover hundreds of kilometers. This mountain range, they covers hundreds and hundreds of kilometers. Okay, they are parallel to each other. Many mountains, they are like situated parallel to each other, and they cover around hundreds and hundreds of kilometers. So now we will learn about the importance of the mountain. Why are mountains important? The majestic mountain act as a natural barrier and protect our country. So these mountains, they act as a natural barrier for our country. The mountain slopes are full of beautiful flowers, forest and medicinal herbs. Okay, these mountain slopes, they are full of beautiful flowers, they have medicinal herbs in them, and they have forest. The melting snow of Himalayas provides perennial water to the river. Perennial means it's a stream of water that flows continuously throughout the year. It's a stream of water that flows continuously throughout the year. They are known as perennial. So the Himalayas provide perennial water to the river. So this small rivers, they get water throughout the year from the Himalayas. The snow melts in the Himalayas, and all this small and it flows towards the small rivers. The mountains further protect our country from the cold winds and from blowing from the northern latitude, and prevents the moisture laden winds from the southwest monsoon to move across to China. The winds that are coming to our country, they protect our country from these cold winds. Okay, the mountains area has lots of flora and fauna and even minerals. They also happen to be some of the top tourist spots, and many Himalayan range, they are famous for its tourist place also. The slopes act as a rich grazing land too. The slope under the mountains, where the people can easily go and climb, they act as a rich grazing land also. Grazing means where animal go and graze, where animal go and eat the grasses. They are known as grazing land. Some mountains are also the storehouse of minerals, and many mountains, they are the storehouse of the minerals. So there is this portion, good to know. So Valley of Flower is most beautiful place on earth. There is this place called Valley of Flowers, and it is known to be the most beautiful place on earth. It lies in the state of Uttarakhand. Okay, it lies in the state of Uttarakhand and is a World Heritage Site. Visit it between July and August. It is known to be very famous all around the world. It is known as Valley of Flowers. If you go and visit those places during July and August, that is the most ideal time to visit that place. You see flowers all around. This valley is surrounded by flowers. Okay, many flowers are planted there, and they are known as one of the most beautiful place on earth. So now we will discuss the last topic for the chapter, and that is rivers and plains. As we were gradually moving towards Gangotri, the terrain became very difficult. The roads were steep and started winding, and it started raining also. So they are saying that after completing our journey, they moved gradually towards Gangotri, and the roads were not that good in that place, and it started winding and it started raining also. Okay. So we reached Gangotri Glacier, which is the source of river Ganga. Okay, then they after traveling, they reached where? Gangotri Glacier. So you should know what is the meaning of glacier. Glacier are made of a fallen snow that remains in one place long enough to form into ice. Okay, glaciers are made up of fallen snow that remains in one place for many times, and they transform into ice. When this fallen snow, they gather into one place for a long period of time, they form into ice, and they are known as glaciers. So Gangotri Glacier, they reach Gangotri Glacier, they are the source of water for river Ganga. So the upper part of the glacier was frozen, but they had reached Gangotri during summer season, so some parts of the glaciers, they were melted also. Okay, and she was amazed to see the pristine clear water. Pristine means pure and original. In the upper course where Ganga originates, it flowed at a great speed as it rushed down the mountains. And where the upper course in the upper part of the area where the Ganga originated, it flowed in a great speed from the mountains. Okay, as it flowed down and joined the plains in the middle course, a number of rivers joined Ganga. Okay, Ganga, it started flowing from the Gangotri glacier, and when while flowing, it reached towards the plain, right? And in plains, many small rivers, they come and join Ganga. And Ganga, after flowing from the Gangotri glacier, when it reaches the plains, many small rivers, they come and join the Ganga. Okay, the volume of water increased and it slowed down, developing loops called meanders. Okay, after reaching the plains, the flow of water, it slows down. Okay, and it creates loops called meanders. Meanders means a bend in a river channel. Meanders means the bend. Okay, rivers, they do not flow straight away. Okay, in the Himalayas, they are steep, there are slopes, so they flow in a great speed. But when they reach the plains, at the speed of the rivers, it slow down and it creates meanders and loops. Okay, so meanders are the bends in the river channel. Okay, and in the final journey, we read about the upper course, the middle course. Now we are learning about the lower course. In the final journey, the lower course, the river formed the Ganga Brahmaputra delta and slowly meanders towards the Bay of Bengal, merging into ocean. Okay, after Ganga, we had learned about the upper course from where the Gangotri glacier, from where it started flowing and it reached the middle course in the plain where the water flow, it became slow, and in the lower course, it gets distributed to many areas. Okay, the Ganga, the Brahma, it forms the Ganga and the Brahmaputra delta, and it slowly meanders towards the Bay of Bengal and reaches the ocean. So the soil which are deposited in the plains by the rivers, they are very fertile and rich in minerals. Okay, they are very fertile and they are known as alluvial soil. The Ganga plains is drained by the Yamuna, the Gangahara, and many other rivers. Okay, and this fertile region are known as food bowl of India. This Ganga Brahmaputra delta, they are known as the food bowl of India because maximum amounts of food grain like rice, maize, wheat, pulses, they all are grown in maximum number in this area because the soil, they are very fertile in that area. Okay, so that is why they are known as food bowl of India. So plains are formed when the river water deposits their silt and soil on the bank. How are these plains formed? These plains are formed when the river deposits their silt and soil on the bank. While flowing down, they deposit some soil and silt on the bank. They create plains. Since early times, people have settled near the bank as this region are suitable for agriculture, and these places are really very suitable for agriculture and farming. So since earlier times, since many years, these people are coming and settling down near the river bank because the soil near the river bank, they are very fertile and rich in minerals and they are suitable for agriculture. So you can see this picture here. See the source. You can see this picture here. This is the source, the upper course, the middle course, the lower course. The Gangotri glacier, then the upper source is the Gangotri glacier, then upper course where the Ganga originated, and the middle course where the small rivers and they come and join, and the lower course, and these are the meanders and deltas. Meanders mean the curves. I already explained you. Meanders means the bend in the river channel, and the meanders and deltas are the place where the fertile soil are gathered by the rivers. Okay, and these plains are formed. Okay, So plains are the lower lands which covers thousands of kilometers. They are mostly flat land with no much change in many places. So plains are basically the flat lands. There, if we see kilometers to kilometers, we see only flat lands. Okay, they are normally found in continents and near the water bodies like river. A lot of people live in plains as opposed to the mountains and plateaus. So plain area, they are mostly crowded. Lots of people, they live compared to the mountains and plateau region. Lots of towns and cities are located in the plains. This is because of the fertile soil, plenty of water, proper transportation facilities. The people, they prefer to stay in plains area because life is quite easy there. The soil is very fertile. There are plenty of waters. There is proper transportation facilities. A lot of civilizations such as Indus Valley civilization develop on the river banks. It is easier to build roads, airports, trains, lines and canals in plains. So life is quite easy in plain area because the land, it is already plain, so it is very easy to build airports, it is very easy to build train lines and canals in plains. Okay, one can see large industries such as iron and steel in plains. Many industries are also located in plain area. After an enriching 2 months of travel, our journey finally ended. So after traveling for 2 months, their journey ended. We have already planned our next trip and would now be heading towards the southern part of India. See you there. They are saying after traveling for 2 months, we have completed our journey. Now for our next journey, we will be definitely moving towards the southern part of India. So now we have come to the end of the chapter. We have completed the chapter, Our Beautiful Country. I hope you all were able to understand the topic. And before doing the exercises, you all will read the chapter once. You all will go through the chapter once so that you will be able to recall what you have learned earlier. Okay, you will read the chapter and you will get all the answers in a WhatsApp group which a class teacher has created. So stay safe, stay home, and follow your online classes regularly, and see you all in the next video with a new chapter.